crossed. Fingers crossed. Still off. Hey, there we go. Cool. Okay, alright. Everything is where it needs to be. I think we're rocking, I think we're rolling. Whether or not we have sound is a completely different story altogether. Let's see what's up. Twitch. There we are. Oh, it says we're live. How cool is that? All right. Excellent. All right. Okay, we'll be getting some gameplay here going here in just a minute. Trying to get the social medias up and running. You know, I do despise having to use Facebook, but at the same time, it's a nice thing to have. So... Alright. I think we're in good shape. Alright. Okay, so what is up, everybody? This is Alex with, the EOT News Flash. And if you're watching this on Twitch right now, you will notice that this is not magic. This is the farthest thing from. This is Eternal. This is actually a brand new game, relatively brand new, I should say. from the company Direwolf. Now, this is a company that, as I understand it, is made up of Louis Scott Vargas, Patrick Chapin, and a couple other guys, professional Magic players who got together and formed this gaming company and have created Eternal. It's a online TCG, very much like Hearthstone, but it's got a lot of Magic elements to it. So I played on it a little bit this afternoon, and I'm kind of gotten comfortable with the interface and all that. So I wanted to kind of show off some gameplay here and kind of see what it's all about. So as far as I can tell, we have obviously the 5 colors. We have the red tribe, the white tribe, the green tribe, the blue tribe, and the black tribe. As far as I can tell, they don't exactly line up with what their Magic counterparts are. So that's kind of interesting that we get to, that there's a new spin on these things. I really have no idea what any of them actually are representative of. I guess the black one's kind of like, the necromancers. We have this, this goth chick right here. Not sure what her story is. We have the blue tribe, which I guess is kind of like this. They're like the green of magic, I guess. The beasts and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. We've got the green dudes here, very reminiscent of like the Azorius on Ravnica. Mr. I guess maybe he's a robot. I don't actually know. We also have the current one that I'm on right now. We have these white people, which I think has something to do with time. So I don't know what we're dealing with here in terms of this little swirly thing that she's got going on here. She's got this snake staff and. I don't know what's going on here. And of course, the one I've already completed, which is the red one, which I can't pull up right now. But as I talk to myself, there's really nobody here right now. But this is still me entertaining myself. We're gonna jump into this is the campaign. Kind of getting the feel for it as we unlock more cards and more colors to play with. So we're gonna go with this white campaign here, and we're gonna try this. Get this Timekeeper card. We have 4 of them by completing this. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the play space. As soon as we actually get a game going, you'll notice just how reminiscent of Hearthstone this actually is. So it's a very much like a Hearthstone and Magic kind of had a baby, I guess you could say. We have a mana in our hand, obviously. We have creatures that require these mana to play, and it's kind of like, Magic has like a CMC, so this guy costs 3, and I guess one of which must be this time symbol here, so 1 and 2 of anything to summon Scorpion Wasp. And, has, different keywords. So this guy has flying, has ambush, can be played to block an enemy attack or at the end of a turn, so it's essentially flash. Deadly is death touch, flying is all flying. We've got this guy right here, this Temple Scribe, who gains you a life and draws you a card. Seems absolutely amazing. If you can possibly, I don't know, bounce this guy to your hand somehow, maybe trigger that again, I don't know. We've got this Horned Vorlunk thing, Overwhelm. It's essentially Trample. We have this chick here, draw 2 cards, units drawn this way gets +1/+1. So it's kind of like a passive thing. So if you draw a creature into your hand, it automatically gets +1/+1 and when you play it, which is kind of a cool effect. We have this Teleport, which puts the unit into its owner's hand, so I guess we can bounce it to Bull Scrap and, recycle that effect there. And we also have Healer's Cloak here, which I guess is like a weapon of some kind. I think you can put them on your avatar, who's my little cowboy person right here. Obviously, this hand is trash, so we're gonna mulligan this and redraw. Draw a new hand with at least 2 powers. That's kind of cool. It's gonna balance out the hand. So we'll see what happens here. So this looks all right. So right from the get-go, you can kind of see that it's very much like Hearthstone. You have, the layout is very similar. You can click on these things and it does, silly things here. It's not like Hearthstone in that you are dealing with not a lot of interactivity to deal with. You don't have a lot of the characters that you have, when you play, like Leroy Jenkins, and you get, funny sayings when the creatures come out. It's all very kind of stripped down, but it's still, it's a lot like Magic in that regard. So where you just kind of trade resources back and forth. So we're gonna go and play our, our land for turn. This time sigil. I guess this is the time people. So passing the turn, pretty simple stuff. The gameplay is very, very simple. If you know Magic, if you know Hearthstone, you will understand how this game works. So play our land for turn. We have some options now, so we can Taylor's Favored. We can draw a time sigil from her. So it's going to draw us a card. It's going to be a land, so we can go ahead and play this chick. She's a 0, so nothing spectacular. But we get our draw. So it's good that we are able to fix our colors like that, even though we're a mono-color deck right now. Draw a snowball. I don't know what a snowball does. So infiltrate. This does something to the player. The first one hits a player. Okay, so it's going to draw a card of some sort when it hits us, which whatever. So we're going to play our land, and we can play. That's an Anthem effect. I think I'm pretty content just playing another one of these chicks right here. Drawing another card. And gonna pass the turn here. Trying to get to this towering Terrazon. It's a dinosaur. How cool is that? Alright, so he just so you attack. He's attacking here. We're declined to block, life is a resource as an enemy. So he has drawn a snowball. Okay, so it's a 1 mana burn spell effectively. That's kind of cool then. Okay. Yeah, like I said, the blue doesn't really feel blue in a Magic sense. It's a little bit more, I guess just, I don't know how to describe it really. But so here we go. Okay, so on this turn, I think what we're gonna do, I think we're going to play this guy here. Nothing special. Overwhelm. He has trample effectively, and we'll just pass the turn for that. Probably next turn we'll probably play this Terrazon guy. Summon Stun an enemy. Okay, so stun is kind of like a sweep effect, which I think is kind of cool. So we're not going to block again. Life is a resource as always. All right, so got another one of these. So we've got 5 mana here. What? Oh, excellent. Oh, that wasn't a land. Okay, whoops. Alright, we're still fine. Okay, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and just play this guy out. Draws us another card. So next turn, we're definitely going to be going with, I'm not sure actually what we'll do here. So yeah, this guy is clearly blocking right now. Can't block, I should say. Can't attack or block. So I think here we're just fine. Just no blocks. More than fine. More than fine. Let's see here. So I was going to play our land. So silencing a unit. I'm assuming this is going to be able to. Yeah. So it's a lot. A lot of these cards have Hearthstone equivalents. So there's a polymorph. There's the silence, obviously, which is going to be able to silence an ability on a creature. So we'd be able to silence this guy. So we're gonna try that out. Actually, we're gonna silence this sprite, and so now it's no longer flying. Has literally no abilities. And so I think I'm gonna play this unlock potential here. Beef the team, and yeah. So we can actually do a hotkey here and make everything attack at the same time. And we're just going to throw everything at our opponent and see if he blocks. Yeah, pretty cool there. The one thing we haven't gotten to see just yet is the fact that the health on these creatures regenerates at the end of turn. So kind of like in Magic, where after combat, your creatures, the damage on them is erased. Unlike Hearthstone, where they take damage perpetually, and as soon as they lose all their health, the creature dies. These guys will regain all of their health, which I think is pretty cool. So we're just going to go for all out attack again here. Let's see, so we have to choose a blocker to damage. Okay, so he's double blocking here, so we can't take out either of them, but that's okay. I think we're just going to go ahead and put some damage on the flyer here, which is fine. Yeah, we'll lose our guy. No big deal. Now we play our Terrazon. Pass a turn. Yeah, the one thing that I hope we get to see here is the fact that there are instants in this game, or they call them fast spells, So unlike Hearthstone, where there are literally no combat tricks, no instant speeds of any kind, we do get to have a little bit of counterplay here. So here, since obviously we would lose, well, I think we're favorable to making a group attack here. If he's in a double block, he's in a double block if he wants to. So he's in a block on a couple of our creatures. Again, we're going to lose one of our guys, not a big deal. Put the damage there. And yeah, so we are very well ahead of our opponent right now. The one thing I do like, so yeah, here we go. We have a couple fast spells here. Literally just says fast spell. So he's got a snowball out. Yeah, I see we got some people in the chat right now. If you guys are in here and want to talk, I am more than happy to chat with you guys. So welcome everybody who's here tonight. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so one of the things I like about this is that unlike Hearthstone, which has those, I would say, horribly abusable hero powers, this game does not have them. So you don't have, the warrior that's constantly rebuffing its armor and things like that. You're very much playing to the board. There's never, extra things to do with your mana, which I think is really, it's much more like Magic, and that's why I think I'm liking this much more than I do Hearthstone. I played Hearthstone for a while, and just kind of grew tired of it after a while. Playing on another buff here, and we're going to go for an all-in attack, probably win the game right here, unless our opponent has something. I would be remiss to think they do. Yeah, so there we go. By no means am I feeling like I'm impressive here. This is definitely the early campaigns of helping you learn the game. So don't think this is all at all impressive. This is just me goofing around right now. Rips off the whole Hearthstone treasure chest. I guess Magic's just doing that right now too. But we got these new Timekeeper guys. So this interesting keyword here, influence. It's kind of like your devotion, if you can think of it like that. The more mana you play of a certain faction, whether it's this Time Sigil or the Fire one from the Red Tribe, that counts towards your devotion. So this guy would come down if you had 4 Time Sigils in play. He'd be a 4/4 and would continually get bigger as you played more of them progressively. So that's kind of a cool effect there that you have this perpetual play. Good looking out there. A couple of people in the chat are helping me out, getting some sound balancing here. There we go. Yeah, I definitely agree that was a little bit louder than I would like it to have been, but yeah, cool. All right, so jump right back into it. All right, so we are on to our second of this white tribe. If anybody out there knows what these people are actually called, that would be great. I have no idea who any of these characters are. So we're going to try and play for the Xenon Obelisk. Your units have +1/+1. They have +2/+2 instead, while you have... Okay, so it's like, I guess like Ferocious? I don't know. Okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so we're going to jump right into it. I haven't done any deck editing just yet. I don't think I'm able to do that just yet, actually, so we're just kind of doing it as is. And of course, it's adding to our cumulative deck total. So we have 68 cards plus the 7 here, so our decks are actually fairly large. I guess it's, I'd be curious to see what the actual number of cards per deck is actually supposed to be. So it looks like a pretty solid hand here. We have our card draw here, and in both of our Taylor's Favored and Temple Scribes, we're able to draw in some more mana. Have some good low drops. We have this Bouncer guy. That's pretty sweet. And this Healer's Cloak. Okay, so this is a great hand, I think. We're going to keep. Fate's Play 1/1. I'm not sure what that was there. Maybe like a Leyline effect, where if it's in your opening hand, you get an effect like that. So that's kind of neat. So we're going to go ahead and play our land. And pass the turn. And the beatdowns begin. Alright. Yeah, so this is not a land. That is a spell, unlike last time when I was confused. Alright, so here we're just going to play out our favored 0-2. Get yourselves a land. Nice little rampant growth effect right there. Not rampant growth, but hand. What? Ah, jeez. You can tell how much ramp I actually play. So this is kind of an interesting. So he's this black-white deck. It looks like. So he's got some of these flying guys. Ultimate. When you play a unit with 5 or more power, draw 2 cards. Okay, that's really kind of cool then. All right, so we're gonna play our land. And I think what I want to do is just continue to probably buff our defenses, draw some cards. As it with Hearthstone, you know, card advantage is absolutely paramount in that game, and as it is in Magic, and I can't imagine it being any different here. I'm just gonna end the turn. Yes, Rose Tyler, 910. These are pre-made decks. I know that you can eventually start editing these decks as you unlock more cards. But as far as I know, you can't do that right now. I haven't tried to edit any of the decks yet. But maybe you can. I don't know. Entomb. What does that mean? Does something when it dies. Okay, that's kind of cool then. So it's like the death rattle cards of Hearthstone. Right, let's see here. Oh, I did it again. This is not a land. It's not a land. Ugh, it's so bad. That's okay. That's okay. We're doing just fine. We get lifesteal. Okay, so like life link. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I like how they just kind of make that claw noise. That's kind of neat. So we are definitely gonna be blocking this turn. This dude right here. Yep. Again, there's that damaged is removed at the end of every phase. You get heart equal to the wielder's heart. There's no way that's 20. Let's find out. Oh wait, okay. All right, never mind then. Let's go ahead and play this Bold Adventurer. Nice little hill giant there, 2-drop. Let's draw another land card off this guy. And play our land. And we'll go ahead and pass the turn. We are pretty insulated from any attacks now. Obviously the flyer is a little bit problematic. Draw a sigil for mirror choice. Okay, sure. Oof. Silence. Why are we doing a silence? Whatever. Alright. So there's that Anthem effect again. We can play our dinosaur. I'm inclined to drop this guy out. Yeah, I like playing our Praxis Displacer. And I think we're going to flip this guy back to his hand. And just make an attack. I can't imagine he's going to block. Oh, maybe he will. Okay, because he gets the death rattle thing. So he gets a draw card. That's fine. And we're going to end the turn. See what he does. Okay, so that was a dual land he just played there. That's kind of neat. Jeez, okay. Alright. Huh. That's a big guy. Alright. Doesn't mean wind drawn. Okay, so that was that effect early in the game. So there's our Death Touch guy. Okay, so I think... Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. That should have been flashed in. Oh well, not a big deal. Not a big deal. We will block. We will block. Yeah, that ultimate effect on that guy seems pretty good. Deals 5 damage to the player and you get 5 life when it dies. Holy cow. Okay. So we have another one in our hand now. We're not gonna play it out. I think we're just gonna end. Deals 5 damage. Jeez, that's gross. All right. Play a little defense here. All right. So we're gonna block here and let this guy through. Okay, exhausted. Okay, so exhausted is... Okay, alright. This is getting a little gross. Yeah, we're not going to flash this guy yet. Okay. Okay, so it's a 5. Okay, cool, I understand. Alright. Yeah, not drawing lands right now is kind of bad. Yeah, this is getting rough. I wish we could have another land right, but I'm gonna have to pass again. Hold up our Scorpion Wasp and hope to trade. Okay, so here we go. Alright, this is good then. Alright, so we flash this guy in. Block here. Here. Oh, of course I have block Alex. Wait. And there. Okay, so we'll take a hit here, but that is gross. Alright. Let's start mounting +1 maximum power. So he's only at 5. That's kind of problematic. Okay, so this actually increases our power or our mana of reserves here. So that's interesting that it's got a pseudo ramp effect to it. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so we're definitely ahead on cards. We're ahead on the board for the most part. So let's see. I think we don't want to throw this guy into just any attack right now. So we're actually going to attack with this guy for now. Big ol' 6/6. And we are going to go ahead and I think Terrazon is the play here. Who is like a big dinosaur? I wish these guys had like sound effects when they came out. You know, there's the big dinosaur in Hearthstone that makes a big noise when it comes to play. It's one of those legendary creatures. Let's see here. Yep, so he's gonna play a dude. Alright. Okay. How to kill the giant guy. Alright. So I think I'd be happy to trade here if you were to block. So actually we can go this route and potentially force some action on his part. So this guy and this guy can definitely go in. This should prompt some trades. Yep. Okay, sure. So yeah, we're going to have to spread the damage across here and okay, so here we go. Okay, we're good. Alright. Good shape. Alright, I think now I want to play this. I'm not quite sure. The wielders. Like it's showing +2/+2. That's a little misleading, I think, but whatever. I'll jump on this guy right here. Okay, cool. Got ourselves a 4/4. Attachments. Oh, gross. Alright, so disenchant, that's fair. You get life seal. Alright. Oof. Alright, why is he... Alright, we're gonna take the hit. Alright, okay, so that's a good one to draw here, just gain that life back. Just gonna do it right now. Everybody in. And play our dinosaur. And we'll pass the turn. Okay. Yeah, so definitely a bit of a stalemate here, so that's pretty good. I'm hoping that the card in his hand is not a spell. Yep, saw that coming. I'm happy to trade to the board right now. The mana flood is real. Hey, we got a guy. Alright. So just gonna go ahead and attack again. Yeah, this is a race that we will win handily, I would say. Lifesteal and Reckless. Reckless is... Must attack. Okay, so basically they have keyworded every word that Magic has rules text for, it seems like. That's kind of cool. We're going to bounce this guy back to hand. And we are just going to throw a group attack. I would imagine he needs to find something in that top deck. That's not a land. Yeah, so lifesteal it is. Okay, so he will gain health when he blocks here. Maybe we can bounce it. We'll draw a card. Overwhelm. That's not going to do it here. So we're just going to attack again. Might not be lethal, but it's going to be pretty darn close. Yep, so next turn we will have it. No wrath effects. Yeah, so he's actually saving himself, a little bit of damage here because of the way that he gains life back, even though it has a suicide in. And he has another one, okay. Alright. So he's at a virtual 13. So he's still not dead. Good grief. Okay. This thing's insane right here. Attacks, draw a card, blocks, gain 4 life. Wow, that's insane. All of these cards are just... I know these are just the introductory type cards, but my gosh, these are good cards. Okay. Seal of... I have no idea what that just did. Okay. Everybody in. Draws a card, and there we go. Yay! Beat the AI. Again, this is like the early campaign for kind of learning the mechanics and things like that, so do not be impressed with how good this is going. Alright, moving right along. Got ourselves that obelisk thingamajig. Now we're playing for Hall of Lost Kings. Play a 5/5 Sentinel. If you have more than 25, play 5? How big is a Sentinel? Ooh, alright. The Minotaurs of the Ivory Bank are unparalleled artists whose tools are coin and depth. Treat them carefully and do not agree to any bargain. Oh, alright then. Sentinels are 5/5s. Okay, cool. Treasury Guardians versus the Cowboy. Okay, so this hand kind of sucks. We've only got 4 drops and a silence. I think we're going to throw this back. I think we can do it better. Have a slightly lower curve. Okay, this is better. Much better. The Justice Sigil. I have no idea what... I get Justice is the color of green, but I have no idea what that actually means. Okay, I actually like this guy right here. The Initiate of the Sands. That is really great for just having, pseudo mana ramp here. So effectively 3 on turn 2. I think that's really cool. Alright, so we'll play this guy. And we're just going to bash in for 1. Send a message. In the turn. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this little gong thing over here is. Why is that indicative of time? I don't know. Okay, this guy's kind of beefy here. All right. Endurance readies on each player's turn and can't be... Okay, so Vigilance. That's cool. War Cry, when this attacks the top unit or weapon of your deck, it's +1/+1. Okay, so this is actually affecting the cards on top of your library, like it says. So when it attacks, if there's a creature on top, it's a 1/1. It'll be a 2/2 when you actually play it. It's a constant effect like that, so it's kind of neat. All right, so we're going to play our land. Employ our Mr. Raven here by bouncing the Auric Sentry. Goodbye. And a group attack. Yeah, so definitely want to stay ahead on board, stay ahead on tempo. Yeah, he's spending time casting the same spell again. Obviously, we can't kill it right now, but we can still get some damage through, except for this guy, obviously. So here, I think we just want to go ahead and attack. Obviously, he's going to block, save himself a point of damage. And here, I think we just maximize our mana efficiency playing Terrazon. Arr. Who doesn't love a good dinosaur? Gain... Okay, so another of those dual lands. Alright. Hooroo. Hooroo. You can tell these guys played Magic who designed this game because the names are so ridiculous. Alright, alright. So here, I'm fine trading our little bouncer guy with his owl. So I'm just going to send in these guys right here. Yeah, I figured he might block. That's fine. So didn't lose any units. I think we're just going to play to the board here. Go a little bit wider than he can deal with right now. Maybe we can draw one of our Anthem effects next turn. That way we can save our 2/3s. Play a Time Sigil and what? He gets to what? Play a Time Sigil and a Justice Sigil from... Holy cow! Okay. I mean, it's a 6-mana 5/3/5? Alright. Jeez. Okay, whatever. Okay, so here we go. Here's exactly what I was looking for here. This unit is exhausted and won't ready while stunned. Exhausted units can't block. Okay, whatever. So yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to find our Anthem effects. So that's great for us. So his best blocks here, I would imagine he's going to want to try and kill one of our guys with his 3/5. But I'm pretty much happy to swing everything here. We've got him on a pretty solid clock. Yeah. More than fine. So yeah, there's that Vigilance again. That's really, really cool. Alright, what is Warcry again? Does something when it's played. Yeah. Okay, so here we can't really... Well, maybe we can. Alright, so let's think here for a second. This is... We'll trade with any of these guys. So if we attack with the 4 here, we are guaranteed... I would imagine at least some trades. And we'll get through some amount of damage. Which I think I'm fine with. This might be free damage here. I think it is actually, yes. We'll just go ahead and do that. Oh, geez. Okay, that's... Sure. Okay. Yeah, so I think I said we got some free damage there. We'll play our Vorlunk. Yeah. Draw Sigil for any choice. Man, that's just good mana ramp right there. Not sure what he's going to do with it. Silence and stun. Great. Okay. Again, there goes that Vigilance. Man, that is too good. Alright, alright, alright. Here we go. Boy, another dude. And I do believe I've had a couple of instances where I've had creatures on this back row right here. So I don't believe that there is a limit to the number of creatures you can have in play. I could be wrong, though. I haven't gotten to that point yet. But again, I think that we're just in a position where we can swing all out. He has no cards in hand. We'll have one lost creature at best, depending on how he decides to block. Yeah, or none at all. Okay, cool. So we should have this wrapped up here pretty quick. We're just going to block this guy. Yeah. As I expected. Alright, so we're going to swing out, and this game should be ours. Yep. Cool. Alright. Rocking and rolling. Alright, cool. Moving on. We won ourselves Hall of the Lost King. Okay, so that was the Sentinel card. That's pretty neat. The Mines of Stone Scar provide the valuable shift stone we use in many experiments, but the depths are home to creatures better left undisturbed. So we are trying to find Talir, who sees beyond your unit, or your white units have Destiny. Automatically play when drawn, then draw another card. Holy cow. Okay, cool. And she has trample for some reason. Call that keyword soup. I'm gonna rebalance the sound just a little bit here for you guys. Okay. So this hand does not have our ramp creature. So we only have one playable. I think we're going to redraw here. Okay, that's what I have to do. The Stone Scar Queen. The dude with a bolt attached. Okay, so there's our... Okay, cool. I'm almost inclined... I don't think I'm going to have to worry about it because it's just player, so it's not creature, so it can't kill one of our guys. So that's fine. I wish I could see what they were playing. If there's a way to watch what's being played, that would be... If you know how to do that, guys, let me know in the chat. I would like to be able to go back and see the plays they made, and I'm not sure how to do that. Yeah, okay, whatever. Not a problem. Okay, so here we're going to play our Ramper Girl. And pass the turn. So we are getting a bit overwhelmed. Block the wolf. Alright. Okay. I would be curious to know how that wolf is doing that. My gosh. Okay, so she's going super wide here. Lots of token generation. We need defense. Defense. Alright, so we're going to drop our scribe dude. Draw a card. Okay, we're going to silence a lot of things, I guess. I think I do want to be mana efficient here. So, jeez, I think I do want to get this guy off the board here at some point and start trading resources. I don't think I want to take a hit from this guy's bolt effect, so I do want to go ahead and silence that guy. So that should save us some damage there. He has just vomited his hand, or she has, super quick. Okay, so here, just blocking where we can, taking 6 this turn. Huh, alright. Killer. May be exhausted one time to attack any enemy unit. Alright, let's get to that first. Alright, so we're at 4. There's nothing to silence, so I think just playing out our big dinosaur here is fine. So the deck that they're this Queen, very much an aggro deck, not a lot of lands. I'd be curious if there are any pump effects of any kind. We're just getting hammered here. Draw a +2/+2 obsidian armor. Jeez. Okay, oh, that was a good draw then. Okay, that was a good draw. So that can actually let's start trading now. So we'll play our Bold Adventurer. Play Unlock Potential. That'll buy us some breathing room. Draw a card. Okay, okay, so they're actually... Okay, that's interesting then. So I think I want to silence this guy to prevent it from doing anything. As well as this to prevent the card draw. I feel like we're like one pump spell from just being dead. Because we are taking 5 if they decide to swing out. Obviously, that would be terrible for them to do that. You may sacrifice another unit to give... Ugh. Okay, so it's a one-time effect then. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So we're going to play our Carnosaur here. Okay, let me do some thinking here. I think... So you can do that one time. Okay. I think... I'm going to do this right now. Boom! That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So that's the fight mechanic. Okay, we are definitely turning... We are turning in the corner here. And I think we're just going to start using Carnosaur's ability here to just pick off. Oh, can we do it once? Okay, never mind, never mind. Whoops. That's not how you do that. I think just this guy's going to go in. Maybe he's going to trade. Wow. Okay, he's going to trade for a lot here then. Okay, cool. So that was huge for our favor then. Yeah, I like how you get to pick the damage that goes through different creatures. Obviously, it's like trample is in Magic, but it's a little bit makes a little bit more sense, I guess. You know. All right, so here I think we're just gonna keep swinging with the Carnosaur. Rawr. Cool. Yeah, I would say that we are. I would think that our top end is so much better than his bottom end of the deck right now. Okay, that's huge right there. Just getting that 5 life back, insane. Here, I think we're okay to make a group attack. I would say that he's pretty much forced into blocking everything. We're just gonna kill this guy. Having damage reset, I know I've said it several times so far, but having damage reset on your creatures is absolutely huge. Alright, let's see if we can get ourselves... Oh, okay, cool. That was a really good draw. We're going to put it on our trample dude. And we're just going to swing for the fences. Force the block, obviously. Awesome. Alright. Yeah. Typical aggro deck versus mid-range sort of aggressive deck. The longer the game goes, the better chance we have of winning. Creatures are just outclassing his by a pretty wide margin. So he gets the dies effects. That's kind of cool. Like a token generator, I guess, sort of. While you have a unit in the void. Not sure what the... I guess it's the graveyard, perhaps? I'm not sure. Just gonna keep playing dudes. And swinging. Alright. Woo-hoo! Yeah. So essentially, the reason I'm doing this tonight is obviously this has been pretty fun so far, but also I couldn't get my Skype to work tonight, so unfortunately we weren't able to do a proper episode of the EOT Newsflash. So I'm doing this instead, but I'm also going to have a box opening video of Modern Masters 3, possibly tonight if I go get the box tonight. I haven't decided yet. Or it'll be done tomorrow. We'll just see how tired I want to be at work tomorrow is essentially what I'm trying to risk here. So yeah, appreciate everybody watching tonight. We're going to keep playing a little bit more. I have no idea how long this has been going so far. But we're going to open this Sand of Time. Can I open the book? Nope. Okay. Continuing on. Cool. Alright, so that was the white one. I'm going to see if I can't change my deck. Let's see here. So it's 75 cards out of 75. Wow. What is customized power? Eternal automatically adjusts power 40, which other control. Huh. Interesting. These are really cool cards. Shows your mana curve right there. That's kind of neat. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so you get to do like a deck editor. You can sample hands. That's really cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're just going to go back into the campaign. Here's the home screen. The aesthetics of this game confuse me. For on the one part, we have Innistrad-esque cowboys with, these steampunk pistols. We've got swordsmen and swordswomen. We have dinosaurs. It's very much like Magic. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So we have... What does this button do? Quests. So we're doing camp... Okay, cool. So we have the campaign, which we've been doing. We have the gauntlet, where we can play in the gauntlet against a series of AI-controlled opponents, or we can draft. That's pretty cool. And obviously, we have to wait to unlock versus. I guess when we complete the campaign here, we can do that. So here we go. So obviously, I don't have any currency to do this just yet. Hopefully, we get to that eventually. Just going to jump back into this campaign right here. As far as I understand it, you can actually play, you can get every card in the game just by spending in-game currency. Hearthstone is, you can kind of view it as a pay-to-win sort of model where the more money you spend on it, the more legendary creatures you get for the decks. Obviously, I haven't played this enough to really to know if that's the case here. But I'll definitely be curious to see if I can actually get some of those more powerful cards. A lot of the people I've been seeing online have these really cool 3-color decks. So I'm wondering just how much you have to play to actually unlock that content. So we're just going to keep going and see what happens. So here we are. We're going to play with the green deck now. None may pass the gates of Argenport without my leave. Make yourself useful, or you shall find little welcome in our fair city, says Mr. Robot Eagle Arm. So, I'm going to jump right into it, and we're going to try and get the Mantle of Justice, playing against the Cabal Machinations. Alright, so let's see what we have in this hand. We have our lands. The Justice Sigil. This guy gives a unit or weapon in hand +1/+1, so that's not bad. Here's a giant owl, flying and endurance, that vigilance effect. That dude, this dude, and this. Okay, so here's another. Okay, so this is really cool. I like the fact that it seems so far that the white and the green so far. I didn't notice it in the black, but they have this sort of pseudo ramp effect where you pull out a specific color to your deck. So I think that's really cool. So I think this is a good hand here. We have a good little curve of 1, 2, into 3. Especially after drawing the land off of this guy. So I think we're going to keep this. Maybe we play first. Okay, we are. Cool. Justice Sigil, Tinker Apprentice, and I think I'm going to give... I think it's going to go to this guy. I think I'd like to have... Yeah, that's a great static effect right there. Permanent. Obviously something that you can't replicate in a physical paper card game. Obviously Hearthstone and Eternal have the advantage of being able to do in-game effects that actually affect the cards beyond what's in your hand. Oh, it's okay, it's just a spell. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Still very much getting used to the interface and the design and aesthetics of the cards. But yeah, this has been Mithril Mace. So this is a relic weapon that I think you equip to your character. So my little cowboy person right here. Play our land for turn. And we're going to drop out our Treasury Guard. Make another attack. And pass the turn. Life Drinker. Okay, so it's going to go to him. He's going to equip that. And he's going to kill my guy. No big deal. And we need to be able to knock the armor down. I guess if this is that 2 ranking there. So we're going to go ahead and attack. Okay, knock off the weapon. Okay. And I think I'm going to go this route, just so we can have our top decks be a little bit more powerful as they come up. So let's see what the machinations have here. Ah! Gross. Jeez. Talk about removal. It's like Fatal Push right there. So we're going to go ahead and attack here. Trigger there. And no real benefit to either one of these. I like this Vigilance effect here. Being able to stay back and block as well is pretty powerful here. Yeah. Back Alley Bouncer. Bounce, bounce. Okay, so yeah, there you go. There's that Warcry effect going off. And so this guy has Aggie. He's protected from one enemy spell or effect, but not from battle damage. Okay, that's kind of cool then. So we can't beat that guy. So I think we're just going to play out our hand. And pass the turn. Hopefully draw a land next turn would be great. Get this Mithril Mace down. Ugh, that's going to be gross. So this is like, I forget the name of the mechanic in Hearthstone, which gives your creature invulnerability for a turn. Xenon Destroyer. Ugh. Silence and stun a unit. Jeez. I think just to be mana efficient here. Prevent him from getting the life back. Obviously, he doesn't have to attack now, but that might be beneficial for us to get some breathing room here. We're still, at an incredibly high life total. We haven't lost any points of life yet. Ugh. So Deadly is going to give his guy Death Touch here. If he swings in. Okay, he didn't. That's cool. All right. Okay, so he's waiting for an attack to block then. Okay, that makes sense then. I think So I think what I want to do here, I think I'm fine losing this guy to get rid of this guy here. If he blocks, that is, of course. So I think, yeah, we're good to do that. I think we can just, Maybe we should go over here and take this guy out. Yeah. Okay, cool. You know, I'm fine to trade off if we go that route on this attack here if he decides to go for it. Okay, neat. Okay, so yeah, this is something that Hearthstone just doesn't do at all. Where we have these fast spells, give a unit +3/+3 this turn. That's huge. Just having instant speed effects like that are absolutely fantastic here. So here I'm pretty happy just to go all in and use this to trade up here. You know, I would be remiss to think that he's not going to block. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, we'll play our spell. Give our +3/+3, and yeah, cool. All right, so going for an attack with our sword. Yeah, I would say that we are firmly in control of this game here. Yeah, he's top decking lands like crazy here. So just going for another attack. Again, there's that Warcry effect going off. And we'll play another Steadfast Deputy. I'm going to call this guy Wilmer. Yeah, that's Wilmer now. I've decided that. Yeesh. 6 damage. Good lord. 6 mana. Okay, sure. Alright, so yeah, just going to keep... Wait. There we go. And have our dude attack. Mithril Mace. Argent's Port Soldier. Alright, and I think this game is in the bag. Alright. Down with the Cabal machinations and their dastardly ways. Although I appear to be one myself. Cool. So if you guys are watching this at home, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to be battling through the Eternal campaign here. Might dig a little bit deeper into some of the more robust mechanics of the game here. Deck building possibly if we get to that point. But for now, we're just going to dig through this, have some fun. If you're watching over on Twitch, great. Appreciate it. Thank you. And definitely check us out over on YouTube where you'll be able to watch a replay of this whenever you like. Watch me make a fool of myself and yeah, just play some sweet Eternal here. And so now we're going to be fighting for the Order of the Spire against this Vision looking dude here. So we're going to jump right into it. Now, so far I'm enjoying this. This has been pretty fun, I think. All right, so I'm not quite sure how fast his deck is. So we have a 1, a 5, and a 6. I don't think that's going to be good enough. We're going to mulligan this hand, redraw. And now the cool thing about this deck game is the fact that whenever you mulligan, you automatically get 2 power. So it's almost, or 2, power. It's almost impossible to be mana screwed if you mulligan. Unlike Magic, where if you mulligan, you can be really punished by not drawing enough lands to support the cards in hand, which I think is a really great mechanic for this game. Okay, so yeah, I was kind of thinking that he might be a quicker deck. So he's already got a 1 power flyer down. I think because I have a 4, I won't be able to ramp. Yeah, I think we should play the guy here. Yeah, my thinking there was, I can't play 2 lands in per turn. I'm not going to, Burton Cheney explore it. So I think just playing the guy and then ramping next turn will be good here. Yeah, because he can only get through right now with his 1 guy, and he's not even attacking right now. That's really strange. So we're gonna play our land. Obviously attacking is, terrible right now. And we're just going to play this spell, get some armor, draw the card. And pass the turn. So next turn we're going to be able to do Copper Hull Recruit here. Okay, so he's got the card I thought was a land. Yeah, definitely not a land. All right, Sand Warrior. He's got doing this thing here. Not sure what's going on there. All right, so I think we can definitely match him to the board. I think we're just good, you know, just kind of playing a little bit of defense, obviously. Taking the licks where they come. Yeah. Choose and play a... Wow, that's really cool. Wow. Jeez. Some of these effects are just incredible. Alright, so we've got 5 here. So I think we're just going to keep playing to the board. Play our Huru Fledgling. And obviously we're not trading any damage here. That's, you know, pointless. So passing the turn. He's drawing more land. We're drawing more land. Sand Warrior. Looks kind of like, oh shoot, who am I thinking of now? Street Fighter something. I got nothing here. Yeah, so he's pretty much on the defensive right now. So I think we can start being a little bit proactive. Maybe not. I'm not gonna wait a little bit longer here. These guys will trade. Not well. They will trade. So I think we're gonna play out these guys here. And I want to say I want to attack with the eagle or the bird. I'm gonna wait for the time being. Make one big attack here, possibly. So obviously these guys trade up. Nothing on his side of the board can kill. And I think I want to go with the mace here and start picking off some of his guys. So I think we're going to go that route. So I think I want to take out this dude here. And yeah, this should prompt some action on his part. Yeah, like I thought. Okay, so we're going to lose this guy, which is fine. That's fine. More than fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine here. Definitely not blocking here. Yeah, lost our weapon, which kind of sucks. That might have been a little bit of a foolhardy move on my part. It was kind of a bit reckless. Alright, so we can play out this guy here. And I think we're going to have to kind of hold for the time being and wait him out. Okay. What makes you want to do this? Make those blocks. Trade some damage. Alright, we're still in pretty good shape here. Have another one. Okay. I think I just want to fortify my position on board. The flood is real. Yeah, I think I just want to keep blocking this dude and, yeah. Not cost me any life there. Here we go. The 4th tree. Wow, that is a big bird. Jeez. Alright, that should turn the tide of the battle here, I think. That's a dragon right there, is what that is. Yep, he is. Okay, alright, now we're in good shape. play this out. We're going to strike down this guy. And we are going in for a group attack. Triggers the war cry. We're going to finest hour this guy. There we go. Alright. Even just the little effects of seeing the numbers go back and forth as they transition, you know, from their pumped state to their non-pumped pumped state, I guess. Yeah, just really just clean little aesthetic touches like that make this a really pleasing game to play so far. I'm really enjoying this so far. So I don't want to let this guy gain any life here, because that's kind of annoying. So I think it's just going to be these two guys, our two birds, playing a second 4th Tree Elder. If you thought the first bird was big, whoi, you should see the rest of them. Alright. Yeah, this will prompt some action on his part. Yeah, he might suicide in here, probably to find a spell, or not. So, Virtual 8, if I swing with everything, so I'm definitely not going to risk that here. Just going to go with my 3 flyers, and yep, that's that. Alright, cool. Go Midnight Cowboys. Got ourselves, boom! Order of the Spire. Double Order of the Spire's power and toughness. Does something when you play a power card. Oh, okay. So that's... I wonder if that's like a cumulative effect. So if I play one, it doubles it, and then doubles and doubles and doubles, and, you know, and so on and so forth. That's interesting. Yeah, cool. Alright. Rolant's Honor Guard. But it is no match for the March of Progress. Break their will, and even you may soon be eligible for... Okay, so they are cyborgs. Neat. And this is Groot, apparently. So this guy has flying. It's a Valkyrie. That's kind of cool. Seems like they're all augmented somehow. And it has lifelink as well. Oof. That's a dragon. Alright. Into the breach. Alright, so this hand is pretty flush with land, but I think I'm inclined to keep it because we have a 2. Yeah, well, let's see where this goes. Ah, so he is a blue-red deck. Interesting. So that's definitely not Groot. There's that Yeti thing. Alright, so we're just going to be doing some... bit of mana ramp, a little bit of defense here. Here he goes. Draws a card. A little flame to action right there. It's cool. Eastwind Herald. I don't know if I want to trade to the board or... this guy trades up, actually. Well, he trade. He not trade. Beats it in combat, so I'm taking 1 per turn instead. So that's good. Yeah. So one of the things that I... Oh, jeez. Okay, sure. Lightning bolts. So one of the things that I like about the online TCG model or online or OCG model as opposed to paper games like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And things like that is that you have the ability to update your games. You know, obviously Hearthstone is really good about balancing out their mechanics, so if a card is being really overpowered, they can go in and actually just fix the deck, fix the cards. And that's super cool. I think it's really good to be able to tell your players, hey, we might have messed up originally, but we can fix it on the fly if we need to. So I think that's definitely a benefit that games like this, like Eternal and Hearthstone, have over paper games like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, like I mentioned. So that's something kind of interesting to think about. Okay, this is not going well. Alright, we need to do something and do it quick. We'll play a bird. Seek power. Ugh. Jeez. Okay, so this is very much a tempo deck that we're playing against right here. This is gross. Alright. Alright. At least he's not stunned anymore. I mean, we're not dead unless he has another stunner. He's just like, come at me, bro. I would be surprised if he doesn't have some kind of effect here. Yeah, I would be horribly surprised. Oh, okay, duh, Alex, duh. Yeah, you should have seen that coming. Yeah, I think we're losing this one. Oh, okay. Interesting. So let's cross our fingers. And he doesn't stun it, or of course I'll just fly over. Good grief. Well, we have another one now. I would be remiss to think that I just can't... Wait, can this guy attack? No. God, the wind-up was just killer. Alright, we're back in this game now. Yeah, sure. I'll take my licks. I'll take my 5 damage per turn. Oh, man. I'm sorry, what was that? 21 points? Oomph. Golly. Alright, achievement unlocked. Oh, man. Really hurting me now. Gosh. Yeah, one unsummon, though, and it's just game over. Oh, we bought ourselves a million turns, effectively. Oomph. Jeez. 40 damage to enemy player. Yeah, it's fine. You guys have all played Magic. You know what happens when when Bogle slaps on a couple of enchantments, slaps on the lifelink, Oh, this is almost comical. Oh, man. Yeah, we lost our weapon. Big deal. We're just going to gain some more life, that's all. No! No! I was waiting for something like that to happen. Oh, no! Oh, no! Draw the green burn spell? Is that a thing in this game? I mean, we've got some turns at least. Oh man, we were so close. No! Gosh. Oh man. This is... Oh no! Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, we bought ourselves a zillion turns. Oh my goodness, this is rough. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh, just more freaking land. Just gonna make him trade. Yeah, something here. Hopefully the top of our deck is good, I guess. You know, another one of those mithril clubs would be great here. I'm trying to eat into our free if you've played 2 spells this turn. Holy cow. I mean, we can't concede. That's the problem. I mean, we've got effectively 4 turns here. Oh my goodness. Oh, geez, I can't even use it right now? Good grief. This sprite is just insane right now. God. Where did we all go wrong? Where did it go wrong? Oh my goodness. Okay, alright. Alright. Sure? I mean, I guess I can This thing flies? Yeah, it flies. Of course it flies. And we'll just fight. Oof. Alright, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh gosh! We need an unstun. Right. No, not. Alright, we need bounce and unstun. Yep, we're dead. We're dead. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Gain 100 health. Alright, we're gonna give that another go. That was pretty egregious. To get tempoed out like that. Wow. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. So this hand's pretty crappy. Only a 3-drop. And a ramp spell. Yeah, not what the doctor ordered. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Oh, and there... Okay. Okay, this would have been huge to draw in that last game. As Rebuke to stun and silence. We'd be able to get an attack and just wow. That would have been huge. So... When your deck is 75 cards, though, you kind of take your licks. Alright. Already drawn cards. I like how these are basically like or just, you know, classless. You know, everybody can play them, which is pretty cool. If you're playing like a 3-color deck, I guess it's, you know, it's a pretty good thing to have. Bum bum ba da bum 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 bum. All right, so. I think we'll hold back on this guy, and I'm gonna see. Yeah, we'll hold back for now. You know, if he wants to attack with his 3-1 and my 1-1, that's totally fine. didn't think they would have. Alright, so play another land. And that did trigger that there. Okay, so that's gonna do something. And I think... we play this guy here. Oh, it's gonna silence? Okay, that's fine. Not the best play. Yeah, just in the turn here. And I think we can hold back here. Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay. There's that Aggie's effect from one spell or ability. That's really good, I think. Okay. Okay, that actually does what I thought it did. That is crazy. Alright, so here... I think I want to make an attack and see what he does. Yeah. Absolutely. Is this a fast spell? Okay, it's just a spell. Do I want to be mana efficient here or not? Yeah, I think... Yeah. I think that's fine there. Our opponent's start is much slower than it was. Oh jeez, is a lot slower than last time. Oh yeah, okay, all right. So I think we're in really great shape here then. All right. Holy cow! I don't think that fire spell is instant speed. Yeah, I think I'm going to attack with everything. Yeah, if they trade off, it's fine. I didn't think they would. Whammo! Play the bird. Alright, this is going a lot better than our first game against this deck. Okay, we're just going to... Can you imagine a card in Magic that doubles its power and toughness every time you play a land? I think it would be absolutely insane. I mean, like, Scoop Mob is one thing, but my god, this is enormous. And I think I'm going to make my dude a little bit bigger. And we're just going to run him everything. Ugh. Wait, red? Red enchantment removal? What is this? Planar Chaos? Get out. What? I guess attachment, sure, why not? Alright. Let's go in for the kill. Just ruin my fun. Whack! The wind-up just gets some. Midnight Cowboys, ride 'em hard. Ah, cool. Yeah, again, if you guys are watching out over on Twitch, big thank you to you guys. Be sure to check us out. I'm going to be doing the midnight, hopefully picking up my boxes of Modern Masters 3 tonight, and maybe doing a box opening on camera for you guys. But we are moving right along in this Eternal campaign. We're going to get Roland the Iron Fist for this one. Has endurance, gives our green units also endurance, and are invulnerable to damage? What the hell? Ikaria broke her Valkyrie oath, show the rebels that standing against the righteous might of Argenport yields only death. Well. Robo-arms. Wow. Okay, she's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so our hand... not great. I think I'm gonna keep it, though. Hazard removal spell. If that's going to matter. Okay. Sure. Well, it trades, you know. It kind of sucks that it's going to trade down, but whatever. This Warcry effect is absolutely bonkers, though. What a insanely good effect. Yeah, I'm happy to trade there. Spell? No. Alright. Here it is again. Let's hope it doesn't die. What? You gotta be kidding me. It's absurd. Oh boy. Alright, we need to draw land there. Alright. Alright. Ooh. Oh gosh. What is going on? I mean, we have a target for our Vanquish now, so that's something. Still, it's not land. We need more land. Land is always good. Oh gosh. Yes. Wonder. Oh Jesus. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Oh man. All the good that's gonna do. God. Yeah, we are just dead. Wow. Yep. The old 1 and 2. Wow. That was brutal. That was a slow hand and we got punished. Let's try that again. Alright. Better hands, better hands. Well, 1, a 3. Yeah, I think this is fine. Alright, did not have the 2-drop, the 1-drop there. That killed us last time. We died to a 1-drop. What is this, Goblin Guide? Good lord. Alright. Still nothing, wow. Not that I'm complaining or anything, I'm just kind of happy that's the case. Alright. Bring out the biggin. Or he's small right now. He will be mighty. Alright. Can we do anything about that? Well, he has power. I have a horrible feeling she'd have to drop like a bunch of axe on that thing and just kill us. But I want to take this thing out. Alright. Double damage and flying. Some of these cards are just absurd. Alright. Alright. Okay. And we can't attack. We can't attack here. We just can't. Oh my gosh. What is she gonna do to this thing? Yep. Oh no. Yep. Here we go again. Okay, she's holding back. That's something. Oh my gosh, can we just draw land? Deals double damage. Oy vey. I'm gonna be a little foolhardy here, and yeah. Okay, that's... God, this hand is just killing me right now. They've hit every single time on lands. Jeez. Ugh, God, this is getting so gross. Well, that's something. Yeah, jeez. Well, we are taking our licks here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Just get a good solid hand, and I think we'll be okay. Yeah, big thanks to everybody who's joining in tonight. Oh, gosh, it's terrible. Oh, gosh. Of course. This is why we don't play green. Where are the Tarmogoyfs? Oh my gosh, already? He's just gonna annihilate me with this thing. I mean, jeez. So brutal. So brutal. I mean, at least we got rid of that. That's something. Oh god, here it is. Here it is. Here it goes again. I need something for a turn. I need to get this mace on my cowboy here. Ugh! Not again. This is just brutal. Oh my gosh. Where's my start like this? Like, where's the good part of my deck? Good night. Alright. Yeah. Mace. Is that a permanent? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, it's a one-turn deal. Okay, that's fine. It is silence. We did silence it, so it's lost its abilities. Ugh. Alright, if we can fade some draw steps out of this Icaria, I think we'll be in okay shape. I'm not optimistic. I mean, our board is better at least, and we will get rid of its weapon. So that's something. Okay. Alright. We're in good shape now. So we're just gonna start hammering. Not gonna waste that pump spell yet. Yeah, so I'm thinking. Oh my god, you're kidding me! Alright. This is why we don't waste pump spells. Oomph! Gotcha. Oh no! Why is it more powerful? What is going on? Oh my gosh. Alright, we are just in top deck mode now. What is going on? Oh god. Yeah, draw some ramp, Alex. Draw some ramp. Oh. Yeah. Don't be a... Oh, okay. Alright. Here we go. Okay, lands are fine now. Lands are fine. Ugh. No! God. Alright, we need our... not that. We need our coat of arms spell. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Are we dead? No, it's only 8. We'll take it. Ugh, golly. This deck is absurd. And that's not going to do it. We're dead again. Alright, I know we can do this. I know we can do this. Yeah. If we just get, like, our hands have just been a little subpar here, and that's what's hurting us here. This is absolutely nothing. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, I am not going to make us sit around and watch it just beat over the head as we sit with pump spells and enchantments. No. We can do better. How do I like this? I'm going to keep this. It's a little on the slow side. We are playing... we're not playing first. Yeah, I think if we could just survive a couple of turns without being just beat to death, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay. Yeah, so their hand was relatively slow in one of the games. It shows the deck... Oh god, it's that again. Gross. Okay, so I was going to play Order of the Spire, but I want to keep it around, so... Yeah, just the guard is fine. It'll take care of the weapon that Ikari is carrying, which is good. Jeez, alright. So here we could play Order of the Spire here. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, just maximize our mana, play as many cards as possible. Try and get... Ugh, gross. Okay, so she didn't do anything. That's good. So... Power bump again. Man, I don't want to run in. I don't want to run into something here and possibly lose the order. So I think I'm fine to hold for another turn. And we're not going to get one-shotted here, I don't think. Ugh. Alright, so... Another boost. We'll see if we can draw some action out. Okay, sure. Um... Okay, yeah. So our board is doing much better now. Okay, all right. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So I think here I'm fine for an all-out attack. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think we're pretty safe from getting one-shotted here. Yeah. Heavy axe. Yeah, she can't attack here because she does on the backswing. Alright, that's good. So I think we just force a bunch of damage here. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think this gives her a shot of winning actually here. Yeah, if she blocks. Yeah, okay, so that does it then. Wham! Alright, cool. Just takes a little patience, and you eventually get there. That's fine, it's fine. Alright. The Iron Fist. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm still wide awake. We've only got one more of these. Oh no, we have two. Okay. Our people must defend themselves, and Oni forges produce weapons of unsurpassed quality. Prove your valor, and they may barter with you. I like her hat. She's got some swagger going on right there. All right. Playing with the blue deck. Might be able to wrap this one up and call it a night here. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Let's see what we can do here. So we have some 2-drops. We have our ramp again. We have ramp in this color. So I think this is a keep here. You gain an Aggies. Sure, whatever that means. So I think, because I want to play on curve, I'm going to find what this Aggies thing is. Okay, so it's a personal shield then. Okay, cool. So any burn spells that our opponent might have here would actually be stopped here. Okay, that's okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Small hit here. Charge is effectively haste in this game, so that's fine. All right, cool. So we can play out another sigil here. Dinosaur. Hopefully dissuade our opponent from attacking. Oh, geez. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm still absolutely going to block. Yeah. 100% blocking there. Deal 4 damage to an attacking enemy. Okay, so that's a pretty cool little combat trick there. So I think we're just going to keep putting pressure. Tempo plays here. That's one of the cards we lost to against the blue deck earlier. This tempo thing, just insane. Okay, that's whatever. Dead. Okay. Maybe we can draw land here so we can double spell this turn. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're definitely playing Dinosaur first, and we're going to hold up our Lightning Strike. There seems to be a lot of color bleed here. You know, all of our colors have some really interesting, just kind of interplay back and forth, which I think is really neat. Do I want to be more mana efficient or... Not quite sure, actually. I think I'm just going to play the bird out here. And he's held up mana. I would be... If I knew the cards better, I would be more inclined to make an attack there. Without knowing... Summon a... Oh, jeez, okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, if I had a better idea of some of the cards that were in this game, I would be more inclined to make an attack or a block. But without knowing like the pump spells, I don't want to do that. So we're fine to trade here. Yeah, absolutely fine there. Okay, you gain an Aggies again, so... I don't know if the Aggies are actually stacked like that. So I think this doesn't seem all that dangerous right now, and I think I want to save this polymorph for a later spell, later creature. So I think we're just we're going to use the lightning strike on our opponent's crowd favorite here, this big dude, and kill it that way. Yeah, this is a very white effect. Oh god. Okay. Okay. I see what's going on. Okay. All right. So we fight. Okay. So we get rid of his weapon, and then he tries to go for the attack here. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. So we're in really good shape then. Okay. Yeah. I figured he might. I think I just want to play body out. That was a 2/4. Holy cow. Yeah, so I think once we get some more, like at least another body in play. So we have 6 here. So I think just having another body in play I think is going to be relevant here. And then at that point we can start chaining these Wisdom of the Elders here, start drawing cards and pulling ahead. But I just want to keep up some bodies to block. Yeah, if he keeps out taking lands here, I think that's good for us. Alright, so perfect. Yep, no crazy effects. Yep, so now I can fast spell on his instep. That just makes more sense. Like instant sounds cool, but fast spell. I like the connotation that has. Yeah, so we do it right here. Drawing 2 in response. Awesome. Yeah. What a busted card. Draw 2 at instant speed for 3 mana. Wow. We're going to play this really ugly thing. Sorry. Yeah, just going to keep going to town. Yeah, it's getting this massive buff from these two guys. Summon... That's fine. If he... Okay, so you're not going to attack here. Yeah, that would just be... Okay, cool. So... I think we can just be... Yeah. Yeah, just keep blocking him down like that, playing a tempo game. Piercing shots. Ugh. Oh god, he has 2 of them. Gross. Boo. Summon. Give a flying unit flying. So, can we go for lethal here? Unfortunately not. But we are gonna... Oh, he still gets the buff. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we're just gonna swing it out. Yeah, force the action, obviously. Yeah, so next turn, we can get it. I'll probably do some of that anyway. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, cool. Piece cake. All right. Bum-ba-da-bum. Midnight Cowboys, riding again. Yeehaw. Yep, for those of you that are just tuning in now, we're playing a little Eternal tonight. This is a game that has been getting a little bit of press as of late. It's a game by Direwolf Studios, a company that's been kind of founded and headed up by Louis Scott Vargas. Patrick Chapin's helped out with designing this game. A lot of Magic Hall of Fame pros had a hand in this game. Very much a Magic and Hearthstone sort of hybrid. Definitely has some things that I like about it more than Hearthstone. You know, we have instant speed spells. It's much more aesthetically pleasing than Moto is, that's for sure. And it's just very, you know, it's a very friendly game. It feels so far. Obviously, these are just the tutorial levels, just kind of get a feel for the game. But so far, I'm having a lot of fun playing this game so far. So I definitely recommend, if you haven't tried it out yet, I would definitely recommend you try Eternal for a couple of games. It's pretty fun. It's if you like Hearthstone, if you like Magic, if you like online card games, if you like collectible card games in general, I think you might find some enjoyment in this. Yeah, so here's a perfectly reasonable hand. So we have a 1 and a 2 ramp, 3. So yeah, this is absolutely fine. We have a removal spell. Yeah, that's great. And if we could play first, that would also be great for once. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay, so this thing was actually really powerful. I like that card a lot when we're playing the green deck. So here's a plus for each of your... Okay, oh, okay, cool. All right. So we'll play this out. Fortunately, he won't attack into this flying snake thing. Okay, so he is a black-green deck. Okay. So here... I'm not quite sure. So we have a couple options. We can lightning strike this guy here, which might be beneficial here. I don't know if it will be or not. We don't have our third land in hand, so I'm thinking this might be the way to go, is just to get the land now and gain the Aggies in case he has any burn spells or like turn spells. And take some damage. I think that's what we're going to do here. Yeah, the couple of games that I have gotten, you know, effectively mana screwed, quote unquote, or flood out, you know, really badly. Those are the games that obviously you're going to lose. So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, obviously he's going to attack here. Yeah, no big deal. Gain some life back. Okay, that's not a great draw. So I think here we're going to play out this guy. And yeah, we'll hold up Lightning Strike here. Don't want to attack just yet. Yeah, he is... Yeah, head on resources is one thing. So I think... do that. And I think I am happy to double block here. Yeah, just like that's fine. Okay, and he didn't have anything to follow it up, so that was great for us then. So we are free to attack here, because we can play our Thunderbird out here. Can easily handle the Apprentice. Puts us in a pretty good shape. If we can hit our fourth land, Windshaper is going to help our team get even bigger. So that'll be great for us. I'm curious to see what's in his hand. That's kind of worrying that he's just holding up 3 cards here. So yeah, here we can just hang out free attacks. Play out another Thunderbird. Yeah, I like the fact that the decks seem to have a pretty good spread across the the mana curve. Playing it from the void. Oh jeez. Okay, so that's a pretty cool animation spell then. That's fine. Yeah, I like the fact that there's a good amount of curve, on all points in every deck. Once we get to start customizing the deck, I think we'll have a lot more flexibility in what we can actually do with it. So here is another free attack. This little guy here is completely irrelevant to me right now. We do have the lightning strike for Cutthroat here, which we'll probably use. He's got 2 cards in hand, and yeah, I think we're fine to do this right here. Yeah, take the hit. You know, we're still head on board, head on life. Okay, so no, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, a 4th land. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're in really good shape then. Yeah, so Wind Shaper buffs the team here, blocks the Cutthroat here pretty well, so we are free to swing in. Pretty healthy attack, 8 points. This feels like a very blue thing to do, so right in my wheelhouse. Yeah, I don't think he can attack here. Yeah, I didn't think so. So here, obviously he could kill this if he blocked all. So I mean, obviously we have him next turn, regardless. So I think we're just gonna drop this Incarnation dude. Don't play sloppy. Obviously we can attack here. Trade for a couple of those guys possibly, but yeah, this is just the safest route to go. Okay, decent play here. Has some armor back. 5 life effectively. Jotun Hurler. Draw a snowball. It's just an absurd statement to make. Boop. Stun a unit, whatever. Pretty academic at that point. Good times, good times. Nightmare Cowboys. Or Midnight Cowboys, whatever I'm calling them. Alright, so we are chucking right along. We have the Thunderstrike Dragon, an additional copy when drawn. Holy mackerel, that's pretty sweet. Cool, I like dragons. Dragons are sweet. Yeah, so next one we're going for the Staff of Stories. Beginning of your turn, draw a card. Okay, neat. I am all about Staff of Net Effects. Yeah, well, one of the things that I like about, when you have people who work on card games that play card games themselves, like Brian Kibler developed Hearthstone, developed, gosh, I'm blanking on the name of it. Has a ton of expansions. Storm of Souls. Hold on, I'm gonna Google this one real quick, because if you haven't played. If you haven't played a lot of Brian's games, he does a really good job just making different kinds of games. So wow, where is it? Hearthstone. Ascension. There we go. Yeah, so Ascension, you can play it on your iOS devices. You can play. I think you haven't played on Android. That's also a paper game as well. He worked on the World of Warcraft card game. He's worked on Hearthstone, obviously, and now you have these Direwolf guys, made up by LSV and Patrick Chapin, like I mentioned, who played Magic. So you get the analogs of certain spells, which I think is a really cool way to design games in general. It helps you understand, and the more you play different kinds of games, the more you understand the mechanics and strategies of other games. With Dominion, something that a lot of the guys on the podcast like to play together. When you're going off in that game, it's effectively storming off. If you've played Storming in Legacy or Modern, you know how that kind of goes. So it's just cool to kind of see the analogs between different games. It's hard to design a card game that has a truly unique set of rules and mechanics behind it. Obviously, there's some truly creative elements to it, but you're going to see a lot of overlap there, and I think that makes for a good experience as long as you know what you're doing. So I'm going to stop blabbering now and play the game now. I think this is a good hand right here. Obviously, we have our ramp on 2. We have 2 removal spells, and we've got our Thunderbird and our Acolyte here. So we got a pretty solid curve with some defensive spells and some offense. So we're going to keep this. And just once I'd like to play first. But, you know, whatever. All the lightning strikes. Yeah, I do believe that every color does have this empower. Oh my gosh, it just gains life constantly? Jeez. Yeah, I think every color has some sort of this ramp effect. I don't remember if I saw it in red, but all the other colors I've played so far have this ramping-esque effect from these favor cards, which I think is really cool. Okay. So here, I think I'm going to drop the Thunderbird. That way it will dissuade him from attacking with the 1/2. It's got the Aggies, so we're not going to have to worry about, you know, a burn spell of any kind. We're happy to... I don't think I'm going to block here. Yeah, it's just like they pass the turn here, like I thought they might. So this sets us up here to do a couple of things, actually. So we can... I think what the line here needs to be is just to attack. Obviously, we're holding up a double lightning strike to take out both of his guys. I think that's the route I'm going to take here. And then just start using Jarl's Frostkin to start locking down the creatures as they come down on the back end. So yeah, keep him off balance. Okay, and he's not even playing any spells here, so that's fantastic for us. So we're just getting free shots here. And we can just make it fly itself. Usually you see cards like that, you know, give another target creature flying. That's cool that it can target itself like that. Okay, yeah, so any turn that our opponent passes without doing anything is great for us. It allows us to keep this Frostkin guy right here up and ready to, you know, stun the next guy that comes down, and then we're basically just getting free attacks here. There's literally nothing stopping us right now from shooting our opponent for a couple points of damage a turn. We got our Djinn right here, our Elemental Primal Incarnation. This is going insanely well right now. I'm not quite sure what's in our opponent's hand right now. That could be better than not playing anything. Okay, so yeah, again, just absolutely free attacks. Wait. Yeah, fight. It has these weird stops, kind of like in Magic where you can make your stops and things like that. Yeah, so we'll fast spell on his end step. Draw some cards. I wish you give us a target for this Crystallize here. Or more targets, I should say. There's a little life buff right here. Isn't, you know, anything relevant here that we're worried about. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep him off his game here. Just keep tempoing him out. And just keep drawing cards. Oh, jeez. Okay, so this is going to do... Then deal damage equal to the number of cards in your hand. Wow, okay, cool. So here, I think... So we have 6 on board. We can do this. Just attack out. We can play out the Frostkin. Yeah, at this point, I'm not going to wait to hold it for a better target. We're just going to keep playing the tempo game and just beat him down in the next couple turns. Like, we have the game next turn, obviously. Okay, well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14. Okay, we still have this, obviously. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're fine. I wish I could cast this. Yeah, we're slight overkill here. But yeah, no big deal here. It's just a good example of, you know, you don't always have to take advantage. You don't always have to hold up your removal spell for your opponent's best creature as long as you have a target for it. As long as you're ahead on board that much, you're in a pretty good position to just make the most optimal play and keep your opponent off balance as much as possible. So pretty solid here so far. Pretty. I wouldn't say it's been difficult so far, but this blue part of the campaign has been pretty easy so far. So we have this last one. We're gonna go for Island, Queen of the Wild. She flies, and after you play a blue spell, play an additional random blue spell from your deck. So that's pretty cool. Many bold young hunters set out from Argenport to stalk the Night Maw and claim a trophy. The poor fools soon learn that they are the prey. Whew. Yowza. Alright, so here we go. Rockin' and rolling all the live long. The Midnight Beast. This hand is a little slow. Not that slow. It doesn't do a whole lot, and I'm not quite sure how good this Midnight Beast deck is going to be. But I think we're okay to keep it right now. If we could play first, that'd be great. That would be great. Yeah, so imagine this is a blue-black deck. Okay. So now we have a semblance of a curve. That's good. Yeah, first to the board. Okay, yeah, so blue-black. What the? Good lord. Alright, so 2 mana 2/2s. Holy... I mean, obviously it's good. I get that. I don't think this isn't new to me or anything like that, but man, if it drew a card, gracious. Give an enemy unit. Holy cow! Is that permanent? Yowza! All right. Let's see if that's permanent or not. Yep, that's permanent. Holy crap! Wow, just about efficient right there. Jeez. Yeah, this guy's absolutely useless now. I am happy to block. Yeah, and we'll just draw the cards on the end step. Thry, Knight. No, I want to draw. There we go. Unblockable. Great. Great. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. That's kind of cool. Alright, so... Jeez. Like, this is obviously getting through. This one's not, so playing the ground blocker is kind of irrelevant, so just playing Thunderbird here is probably the best line of play. And just kind of rolling from here. Blockable. Okay. Great. So is that permanent? Okay, it just buffs it for the time being. Jeez. Alright. We need to start making some moves here. Can't. Yep, just keeps coming in. Yeah, I just can't block it, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, alright, so that's not terrible then. So we can do both of these this turn. Yeah, I think it needs to go that way. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna make the most of the advantage we can. Like, it's not gonna last long. If there has any removal spell. Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's actually buying us a lot. Sure. Okay. So this is all of a sudden turning around a little bit. Yeah, we're just going to keep pushing the advantage here, and like unfortunately this thing's kind of jeez. Oh god. Okay. Jeez, this is terrible. Okay. Let me think. So here. No. We can be smarter than that. Alright, let me think. So unfortunately we can't kill this thing here. I mean, we can. This is the problem though. So unfortunately we have to go here. That's gonna go there just to soak up the damage, just the chump block. Here and then here. Like it's not good blocks. Yeah, alright. So this hand did not pan out at all. So yeah, it's not great. So we are gonna have to trade here and just take the shot for 2 and hope we can draw some kind of removal for this guy. Not land, obviously. So we've got effectively I would say 3 turns to survive. Yeah, so we need to find something probably here. That's not gonna do it. Yeah. Yeah, so we have to find something here. Jeez. So we need to find... Oh, we're still unblockable. Okay, yeah, we're still dead. Okay. Yeah, that was just gross. Well, we're gonna try again. Yeah, that hand just didn't go anywhere. Okay, we just didn't draw out of that mana flood we had. So we're gonna try that again. So we've got a 2s. We have our ramp. This might be okay. We're gonna keep this. If we can be on the play, that would be great. Yes. You know, obviously not drawing the card first is, you know, would be great, but sometimes you can't have it all. You can't have it all. Can't always get what you wanted. So, let's see. Yeah, I think at this point, yeah, just playing... it's kind of a toss-up between playing the 2-drops there. You either play the body or the card draw. Yeah, here's that raptor again. Jeez. Yeah, so, yeah, in a situation like that, you know, it's kind of a, you know, 6 and 1/2 dozen either way. Yeah, so we just end the turn there. Okay. So here, you know, it's free attack. Yeah, you'll find to do this here, and if he wants to trade, he can trade. That's fine. I don't remember seeing any removal out of his deck the first go around, so yeah, okay, cool. So that's preventing him from wanting to attack here. I don't think I want to waste the stun effects here, so I think we're just going to keep playing out our hand. and playing a little bit defensively. Yeah. Okay. So this is great for us then. So here, I think I want to go ahead and play the draw spell. Yeah, if we can hit, no lands, obviously. That would have been great, obviously. But now we have the removal spell, which is what we could have used last game, and probably got us back into that game, which is fine. Draws are draws. Okay, so that's why we're holding Lightning Strike right now. It's huge. Okay, so there we go. There's more land. So that allows us to play a 3 and Lightning Strike on this turn. Yeah, again, this is it's a case of, do you want to waste your stunner guy on the Rampager, or do you want to use a removal spell on it? What's more mana efficient? This isn't a huge threat right now, so I think this is safe to hold for now. So we're just gonna drop out this guy right here. I'm gonna see if we can prompt the block. Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. It wasn't doing us a whole lot of good, so we're gonna get Rampager here. Okay, sure. Yep, so here he comes. Yep, now we get able to get it. No blocks. Wait, dang it. Blast. Misclicks. Infiltrates. Okay. So that was kind of irritating. So we're just going to play out another 2. We're going to get our shot in. And we're going to hold up Lightning Strike again. There we go. Okay. Embarrassing. Ugh. Spiders. I wish we could draw that crystallized card we had a couple games ago. That was a huge card to draw. Would knock out both of his guys right there. It would be huge right now. I think we're gonna hold back for now. If he wants to swing with his deadly guy, that's fine. We can always block. Yeah. I'm happy to trade with one of the dinosaurs. Just keeping the board under control. Okay, so here's that ninja thing. That was kind of annoying to fight against. So here, yeah, we just need to start beating down with this thing. I'm not worried about this right now, so I think I'm just going to play out another one of these elemental guys and increase the clock by quite a bit. Yeah, 1 card in hand is not all that worrisome. Here, just gonna swing at both guys. Pretty big swing, 12 points. And here is where I would want to do something like this, where we actually use the stun ability to lock this guy down. So I guess these are indicating 2 turns that they'll be locked down for. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, so that's exactly what it is then. Yeah, so he stopped taking lands, has, next to nothing in hand, it seems like. And this should be a lethal attack. We're going to play a dinosaur just because we can. Okay, so it's not actually lethal then. Yes, it is. Okay, we're fine. So, everybody in. So we got there. Okay, cool. Excellent. So, yeah. Want to say thanks again for everybody who's playing along tonight or watching us. The Midnight Cowboys are rocking and rolling along. Cool. The Primal Fury deck. Alright. So we started about 3 hours ago. So I think that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. I've been playing for a couple hours, showed off the red. Unfortunately, you guys didn't see the red one, but we started to see the white, the green, and the blue tribes for Eternal here. Again, this has been so far pretty fun. Let's see, buy gems and get 3 packs of every set. I don't want to buy gems. Wait. What are these worth, I wonder? That's actual money? Ugh, no. No. You can only play 4 copies, so you can safely destroy extra copies for a shift stone. Oh, we have packs open. Okay, let's open some packs. Who doesn't love opening packs? Okay, so we've got some cards. I guess this is our rare. Huh, okay, wow. Once per turn, you may pay 2 and exhaust one of your units with 2 or less. It gets 2+2 in your yard. Okay, cool. Yeah, neat. Okay. Yeah, this is just very much like Hearthstone. Just the display and all that, but, you know, it's cool. Oh, wow, look at this guy. 2/3 flash. Oh, gross. Let's see what we got. Rise to the challenge. Draw a unit or weapon of your choice from your deck. Holy cow. All right. And one more pack. Here we go. Got some stuff and things and Rakano Artisan. All right, cool. And we have some extra commons there, so we have some shift stones, I guess. That's kind of neat. Yeah, okay, cool. So, yeah, so those are our free packs, I guess. So, yeah, this has been probably the first of many nights, if I'm being honest, because this was kind of fun. Nights of playing Eternal, got to see the white, the green, the blue clans and how they kind of function. I'm really impressed with just the overall design of this game so far. Again, this is a game by Direwolf. It's out on Steam right now. You can find it over on the App Store as well, I think, for both Android and iOS. Don't quote me on that. I haven't looked yet. But this has been fun. If you like Hearthstone, if you like Magic the Gathering, you can find a lot to like within this game. It's like a hybrid of the two. There's a lot of elements that it took from both. I would say the best of both games. It is taken and kind of melded together. As an online card game, you get to play it, you know, as they continue to develop and make tweaks to the game as they go along. So if they find a card is possibly overpowered, they can tweak it, which is great, unlike banning things in paper games. So I think this is a really strong showing. I don't know how long the game has actually been out, maybe a few months at best. So if you like collectible card games, you know, like I mentioned, like Hearthstone, like Magic, like Yu-Gi-Oh, like Pokemon, check out Eternal. I'm going to be playing it probably off and on. So I ranked this thing pretty highly so far. My initial impression is pretty good. I would give this a solid A minus. You know, it's polished. It works well. It does exactly what you want it to do as far as the game goes. So, yeah, this has been fun, guys. Again, I'm Alex for the EOT Newsflash. Thanks for joining us on the stream tonight. This is going to go up onto YouTube shortly, so you can rewatch this entire playthrough, as well as me kind of fumbling with it to get started up again. But yeah, so this has been a lot of fun. Check us out every week over on the MTG Cast, except for this week, because I'll be uploading the video from the box opening from Modern Masters 3, which I'm considering going and getting here in about an hour. Check us out over on YouTube, obviously, for all of our video episodes, and check us out on Twitch, you know, EOT Newsflash. At twitch.tv/EOT Newsflash. I'll be doing a little bit more of the streaming here, especially if I open up more and more cards to kind of build more and more decks. So I'm looking forward to playing this game. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'll be back with you guys next week. Be sure to look out for that box opening video from Modern Masters 3. I hope to open more foil Tarmogoyfs, because I can't not open foil Tarmogoyfs. So I'm going to call it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.